All right, everyone. So we're going to get started with our centering. Do make sure that your strap is within reaching distance. I'm just going to make time to allow everything to slow down. Okay, out any wiggles or adjustments that you need to get fully comfortable. Making sure you're warm and cozy. Need any blankets or eye pillows, feel free. And at our own pace, we're going to take a nice, slow, long belly filling breath in. And when you get to the top of the breath, that you can't fit any more air into that tummy or lungs, you're going to hold it for a few. And then slowly exhale the full breath out. And we're going to repeat that breath. And the next time when we're ready to exhale, we're going to exhale through our mouth and letting go of that full breath, making sure it all exhales out. It's nice, slow, long inhales and exhales here. Just allowing your body to calm the vrittis or to slow down, allowing everything to melt or to connect with our mats. And maintaining a relaxed but focused attention. So should you find your mind wandering, bring it back to those nice inhales and exhales. And stay here for a few more breaths. Bring our knees into our chest for a hug. Give those knees a good squeeze. Allow your hug to soften just slightly, and we'll give a gentle rock from side to side. Coming to stillness, we're going to cross the right knee over the left, coming into our whale tail. Switch, crossing the left over the right, coming back into that whale tail. Flow into our happy baby, allowing our spines to stay long and connected with the mat. It's just taking notice. If you notice your tailbone's curling up, just trying to reconnect with your mat. The soles of our feet together, hugging them in towards our chest. And releasing the soles of the feet down to the mat, knees pointed up to the sky. We're going to take our straps, be mindful of the buckle, and we're going to take the strap around the pad of the right foot, just staying away from the arch. Strap is in the right hand. And just starting by pushing through the heel, getting nice and long through those calves. A few more breaths here. Bring our left hand to our left hip, opening that right leg up to the right side of the mat. We're not concerned about how close our foot is getting to the floor. We just want to feel the opening happening into that right hip. And we'll inhale that right leg to center, exhaling the strap into the left hand. We're going to bring that foot over top or in alignment with the belly button. You should feel a lot of lengthening coming down the back of that right leg. If not, just make little adjustments until you feel that lengthening happen. And you'll know when you're when you're in the right spot. We'll reach our right arm out to the right side of the mat. Let's bring that left leg or the right leg, sorry, all the way over the left side. It's creating that nice twist into the spine. You can decide if you want to point your face to the ceiling or towards your right fingers, whatever feels most comfortable for you. Take a nice, slow, long belly filling breath in. Nice, slow, long exhale out. Okay. Inhale that right leg to center. Exhale, release the right foot down to the mat. And we're going to bring the strap around the pad of the left foot. Okay, let's just start by pushing through the heel. Bring our right hand to the right hip. We're going to open that left leg up to the left side of the mat. Bringing our breath to those spaces we feel lengthening. Let's inhale that left leg to center, exhaling the strap into the right hand. We're going to bring that foot in alignment with the belly button. So again, just seeing where you feel the most lengthening happening. I'm tongue-tied today. Reach the left arm out to the left side of the mat. Let's bring that left foot all the way over. Getting that nice twist. Few more breaths here. Big breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale the left leg to center. Exhale, releasing the strap to the side. Left foot comes down to the right. We're going to come into our reclined cobbler and just add a gentle pulse to the knees. Coming to stillness, we'll bring our knees back together. We're going to bring our hand underneath our bottom. We're going to come into our plow pose. So lifting the bottom up, supporting with your hands. Now you can stay here, or if it's comfortable for you, bringing your legs over, so behind your head, coming into full plow. Good. If you're in full plow, let's reach our toes back up to the sky. And then all together, nice and slow, let's lower our bottom down to the mat. We'll come over to our tummies. And reaching our arms out into T position. We're going to come down to the right side of the face. Bend into the left knee. Let's step that left foot over the right side, reaching through the left fingers. Big breath in. Exhale, come back to center. We'll come over to the left side of the face, put a bend into the right knee, and stepping that right leg over the left side. Reaching through those right fingers. Breath in. Exhale back to center, hands underneath the shoulders as we inhale up to our cobra. Exhaling the breath out. Then exhale to child's pose, torso on top of the knees, and using the heel of our hands to push our bottom back towards our feet. Allowing our child's pose to soften, we'll curl the toes under, sitting our bottom back onto our heels. We'll bring our hands behind our back, just pulling them gently down towards our bottom. Releasing the hands, inhale, arms up. Exhale to heart center. We'll come over to our bottoms. We're going to take our straps. And we'll take the buckle side over that right shoulder to start. We're going to use that left hand to encourage that right elbow back. And then reach our left hand underneath for the strap, walking our hands towards one another, but still keeping those shoulders nice and open. If you find they're curling in or you're slumping, just release your hands a little bit or make them a little wider on the strap. Good. More breaths here. And release. Let's just roll those shoulders out, front to back to front. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So this time the strap comes over the left side. We're going to encourage that elbow back and then reach underneath for the strap. Good. And keeping those shoulders open. Good. Breaths. And release. Again, just rolling those shoulders out. And then we'll take the strap, bringing it nice and wide. Let's bring that strap down to the bottom. And you can decide if you want your breath to go in two parts. So you can either inhale up and exhale forward, or you can do it all in one breath. So inhaling back, exhale forward. So you can decide what breath pattern works best for you. Two more. And last time back. Good. And we can release the strap to the side. Bring the soles of the feet together. We'll bring our right hand over to our left knee. Left hand comes behind us. Nice long, tall spines. Big breath in. And then exhale, coming into your twist. Use your knee for some leverage. Let's flow all the way over to the other side. Using that knee for some leverage so you're getting a nice deep twist in there. Big breath in. Exhale to center, straightening out the legs. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. So just seeing on your exhales if your body allows you to go a little deeper into the pose. Starting at the tailbone, we'll roll ourselves nice and slow up to seated, bringing the shoulders up to the ears, around and back. Interlacing the fingers, we're going to send them up to the sky. We're going to try and keep both cheeks connected. Let's hinge over to the left side. And over to the right. Back to center, keeping our fingers interlaced. Let's forward fold. And release the hands. Again, starting at the tailbone, let's just roll ourselves up to seated, shoulders up to the ears, around and back. We'll drop our chin down to our chest, rolling that left ear over to the left shoulder. And tilting the chin just slightly up to the sky. Drop the chin down. We're going to roll all the way over to the right side. And then tilt the chin up towards the sky. Drop the chin down. We'll come back to center. We're going to make sure that our blocks are up at the top of the mat, or block at the top of the mat. We will use them after, but since we're already on our bottom, we may as well have them ready. And then we'll come over to our tabletop. All right. Curling those toes under, pulling the belly button into the spine. We'll inhale to our cow. And exhale to the cat. Nice slow movements, keeping the core engaged, rounding through those shoulders. Inhale, cow, belly button still pulled in. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more time. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Coming back to our tabletop, we're going to step that left foot forward. Let's just wiggle our toes a little further forward so we have almost that 45-degree angle, and then we're going to bring the knee over top of the ankle, inhaling arms up to the sky as we exhale, coming into a slight back bend. And releasing the hands to either side of the left foot. We're going to wiggle or move our left foot over into our pigeon legs, reaching through those right toes. We're going to keep the torso up, but do reach through those toes as if that right leg is really, really long. We're going to put a bend into that right knee. Right hand comes back to the right foot, coming up into our king pigeon. Release the left hand down to the mat, releasing the right foot. We're going to step ourselves back into plank. Lower all the way down. Inhale up to cobra. Exhale, child's pose, torso on top of the legs. And then push ourselves back up into our tabletop, curl the toes back under. We're going to step that right foot forward again, creating that 45-degree angle in that front leg, stacking the knee over top of the ankle. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale into a slight back bend. And hands to either side of that right foot. We're going to wiggle that right foot over into our pigeon, really reaching through those left toes. Keep reaching. And then we'll put a bend into the left knee, coming into our king pigeon. Releasing the left foot, hands to either side of that right leg, step back into our plank. Lower all the way down. Inhale up to cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Again, torso on top of the legs, but this time we're just going to allow the pose to be passive, allowing everything to melt. Couple more breaths here. And push ourselves up into our downward facing dog. Let's take the dog for a walk. Coming to stillness, right leg, three-legged dog. Reaching through those right toes. You can stay here or you can come over to your flip dog. Right leg, three-legged dog. Let's bring that right knee forward for mountain climber. Right leg, three-legged dog. And step that right foot forward as we inhale up to our high lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Let's inhale back up to our high lunge. Exhale, dropping that left heel so that we're now into our warrior one. And flow into our warrior two. Right forearm above the right knee, left arm over the right or left ear. Having troubles with those left and rights today. And flow into your triangle. Flow back, reverse warrior. Inhale to warrior two. Exhale one. Hands come behind the back as we fold into our humble warrior. Hands can stay on the small of the back or you can lift them up to the sky. Releasing the hands down to the mat. We're going to use them to pull us back up into our warrior one. And we're going to flow into our tree. Hands come to heart center. Releasing the left foot to the mat. We're going to come just hip width apart with our feet as we come down into our wide leg squat. Nice long spine here. Hands come down to the mat. Let's step back into our downward facing dog. Take the dog for a walk. Coming to stillness, left leg, three-legged dog, really reaching through those left toes. And you can stay here or come on over into your flip dog. Left leg, three-legged dog. Let's bring that left knee forward for mountain climber. Left leg, three-legged dog. Good. We're going to step that left foot forward as we inhale up to our high lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. Right hand or right elbow comes to the outside of the left knee. And inhale back up to our high lunge. Exhale, drop that right heel. So now we're into our warrior one. As we exhale, we'll flow to our warrior two. Left forearm above the left knee, right arm over the right ear. Flow into your triangle. Flow back, reverse warrior. Inhale to warrior two. Exhale one. Forward fold into your humble warrior. Again, hands can stay on the small of the back, or you can lift them up to the sky. Releasing the hands down to the mat. We're going to use them to pull us up into our warrior one and flow into our tree. Hands come to heart center. Release the right foot into mountain. Again, we'll bring our feet just past hip width apart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, coming into our ragdoll. Just allowing everything to be heavy. Releasing our elbows, leaving our arms heavy, starting at the tailbone. We're going to roll ourselves up to standing, bringing the shoulders up to the ears, around and back. We're going to make sure that the distance between us and our block is approximately the same distance between our armpit and our hip bone. So just make sure that you have that proximity. And then we'll inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Step back, down dog. We're going to flow all the way through to our up dog or cobra. Exhale the breath out. Flow into your down dog. All right. Looking between our thumbs, we'll hop or step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Taking a generous step back with the left foot coming into our warrior two. Good. Big breath in. Exhale, rotate into goddess. Tuck the tailbone under. Good. Big breath in. Exhale, forward fold, reaching for our ankles. Bring our hands to center. We're going to walk our hands towards our right foot as we rotate into our warrior one legs. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to warrior two. And we're going to flow into our half moon. Beautiful. Good job. And we're going to flow back into our tree. Hands to heart center. Good job. That's a tricky one. And release into mountain. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Step back, down dog. We're going to flow all the way through to our up dog or cobra, taking a breath. Flow into our down dog. Looking between our thumbs, we'll hop or step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's take a generous step back with the right foot coming into our warrior one. Flowing into our warrior two. Good. We'll rotate into our goddess. So again, tuck the tailbone under. And forward fold, reaching for the ankles. Walk our hands to center, and then we're going to take both hands, walking them towards our left foot as we rotate into our warrior one. Exhale to two, and flow into your half moon. Let's flow into our tree. And release into mountain. Nice job. If your block is on your mat, just put it to the side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Step back, down dog. We're going to flow all the way through to our up dog or cobra. Exhale, down. Looking between our thumbs, we're going to hop forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. We're going to do two more sun salutations. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Step back, down dog. Let's flow all the way through to our up dog or cobra. Exhale to down. Looking between our thumbs, we're going to hop forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. One more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Step back, down dog. Let's flow all the way through to that up dog or cobra. Exhale, down. Good job. Look between our thumbs. Let's hop forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good job. Nice little flow there. Let's bring our left foot into our tree. For those of you that have been working on bringing your foot to your upper inner leg, try and do that today. We're going to do a little bit of a flow with it. Keep our hands at heart center. And if you're still at the calf, that's perfect too. Find your drishti. Tune in with your breath. Root through the right foot. Right hand come down to the right side. Left hand reaches for left toes. We're going to try and bring our leg out forward to start. And then flow the leg out towards the left. Good. And then that left foot is going to come behind us to the left hand as we come into our dancer. Good. Now let's bring that left knee forward again for a hug into our chest. Right hand takes the right foot as we point the left knee down to the mat. And then we'll have a seat, bringing our hands to heart center. Big breath in. Exhale to mountain. Good job. All right, let's give that right leg a shake out. It's probably tired. And roll out the toes, roll out the ankles. Good. All right. So same thing on the other side. We're going to take that right foot, calf or upper inner leg if that's what you've been working on. Hands to heart center. Find your drishti. Just remember, don't use me as your focal point because I wobble too. Staying connected with your prana. Right, now that right hand's going to reach for that right foot. We're going to start by trying to bring the foot forward and then open it up to the right side of the mat. Right, right foot comes behind us as we flow into our dancer. Let's bring that right knee into our chest for a hug. Almost there. Left hand to the right foot. Let's point that right knee down. And then we're going to have a seat. Hands to heart center. Couple more breaths. And release into mountain. Good job, everyone. Give that left leg a little shake. And roll out the ankle, roll out the toes. That was a long time on each leg. Good job. All right, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Step back, down dog. We're going to bring our knees to the width of the mat as we come into a passive child's pose. So just allowing everything to melt. If it's more comfortable to start on one side of your face, you can do that too. Tuning in with the body, allowing it to soften. If you're on one side of your face, nice and slow, turn to the other. Couple more breaths here. Let's push ourselves up into kneeling, and then we'll come over to our bottoms. If your block is within reaching distance, great. If it's not, don't worry about it. But if it's close enough for you to grab, go right ahead. If it's not, don't worry about it. We're going to put a bend into the knees. Soles of our feet are connected to the mat, nice long tall spines. We're going to lean back slightly. So you can either take your block in your hands, you can either go width or length, doesn't matter, or you can just bring your hands together, whatever's easiest for you. And we're going to try and bring that left elbow down towards the mat and up to center, right elbow and back to center. Good. So whatever works for you, block or no block. Just rotating sides, nice and controlled, using that core. We'll do 2 more on each side. Good. And coming back to center. If you do have your block, you can put your block in between your knees. If you don't, just bring a little space in between your knees. If you don't have a block, bring your hands behind you and we'll lift our knees and you're just going to tap to each side of the mat. If you have your block, keep that block in between the knees and same thing, touch to either side of the mat. So whatever is most comfortable for you, you can use block or no block. All right, we'll do 2 more each side. And come back to center. Good job. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale it out. And we'll come into our boat pose. Yay! And release. Good. We'll bring our legs into our easy pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. We'll try and bring our forehead down to the mat and allow the arms to be heavy. Couple more breaths here. We'll use our hands to walk ourselves to center. We're going to be coming down to our back. So if you need to put on any sweaters or get any blankets or anything like that, do that now. Once you have everything ready, coming down to your back, we'll start with a bend in our knees. We're going to bring those knees back into the chest, just for a gentle hug, not too tight this time. Just give a gentle rock from side to side again. Coming to stillness, hands underneath the bottom. We're just going to send our feet up to the sky, our bottom still connected down to the mat or on top of our hands. And you can do what you like here, crisscross, zigzags, bicycles. I just want your feet above heart level. Staying here for a few more breaths. Nice, slow, long inhale in. Exhale it out. On the next breath, visualize or pull that breath all the way into the tips of your toes. One more breath. This time visualizing that you're pulling that breath all the way down into your wrists and your fingertips. You're at the end of that exhale, we'll release the right foot and then the left, and we're going to prepare ourselves for Shavasana. Cover up with your blankies, get your eye pillows. We're just allowing everything to slow back down. Reconnecting with those inhales and exhales. Creating a quiet pocket of space for yourself. Staying in stillness, bringing your awareness back to your breath. Noticing the gentle rise and fall of your tummies and your chest. Bringing some gentle movements to your fingers and your toes. Take a nice, slow, gentle belly filling breath in. Exhaling it out. And bringing our awareness to our heart center. Thinking about something that makes us happy, brings us joy. First thing that comes to mind, big or small. And allow that feeling of happiness, of joy to grow, allowing it to flow all the way down to the tips of your toes, to your fingertips, all the way up to the crown of your head. Allow that feeling of happiness and joy to cross your face, bringing a smile to your lips. And with each inhale and exhale, feeling that happiness, allowing it to grow and to radiate. Take a nice, slow, happy inhale in. And as we exhale, we'll come over to our right side. Staying present here for a few more moments. Another nice, gentle, long inhale in. Exhaling it out. And taking our time, we'll push ourselves up into seated. And bringing our hands to heart center, giving ourselves thanks for making time for ourselves in our practice today. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Namaste. Thanks, everyone.